If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in GATE Power System series. So today again we will be solving 5 questions starting from question number 51 to question number 55. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. A 3-phase 11 kV generator feeds power to a constant power unity power factor load of 100 megawatt through a 3-phase transmission line. The line-to-line voltage at the terminals of the machine is maintained constant at 11 kV. The per unit positive sequence impedance of the line based on 100 MVA and 11 kV is J.2, that is in per unit. The line-to-line voltage at the load terminal is measured to be less than 11 kV. The total reactive power to be injected at the terminals of the load to increase the line-to-line voltage at the load terminals to 11 kV. So this is the question. So if you draw it, there are two terminals and this is J.2 and there is a load of 100 megawatt and power factor of 1 and this is maintained at 11 kV. This one you want to suppose this is maintained, this one you want to maintain at 11 kV. So let me take it as 11 kV itself. So if I go to per unit base, so the power is 1 per unit. Here you want to maintain suppose 1 at an angle 0 and here you don't know the angle, 1 at an angle delta, because power is coming from this side. There is a generator connected here. You can see the transmission line has no R. There is no R is mentioned. The positive sequence impedance they have given only J, no R. So obviously there is no loss in the line, because if there is R then can be power losses will be there, but because there is no R is there, no power will be lost. Whatever real power has been thrown from this side, same power you will get here. So because you are getting 1 PU, so you know the power is equal to 1 V1 V2, because this one I am maintaining at 1. This is not at 1 but I am keeping it as 1. Let me see for that what should be my theta, what should be my delta. So that x is equal to 0.2, then sine delta should be equal to 1, that p should be equal to 1. So if you solve it, you will find your delta should be equal to 11.536 degree. Now once you know this one, now you have to come to this bus. For this bus, this second bus, you are injecting some Q. So if I consider this bus you see this is coming out of it, P load is 1 plus J0, no reactive power is there, and you are injecting reactive power. That is the question, how much you need to inject, how much reactive power should be injected, that is your QI, how much you are injecting to this. And this power you can take it, the power is in this direction, you can take it in this direction, whatever. So if I consider the power is coming from this direction, so this is my voltage. What is voltage? 1 angle 0. So voltage into current will give you power, but this current will be coming from this, suppose this is P or S, suppose P will get confused. So S plus QI will give you PL. That should be total incoming should be equal to outgoing. Total incoming power, this plus this should be equal to total outgoing power. What will be S? Because my direction is this, so S will be, V will be always this one, and depending on this direction your I will decide. So here it is VI star S is equal to, so 1 at an angle 0 multiplied by current. Because I am taking this direction, so current will be this minus this divided by this. If I choose this one, then current will be this minus this divided by this. So that depends on which direction you are choosing. Because I am choosing this direction, one could have easily choose this direction, then current will be this minus this divided by this. So because here it is, I have chosen this direction, I have taken this direction, so that's why it will be 1 angle 11.536 or delta, or you can write it 1 angle delta also. Later I will put it minus 1 divided by J.2, that in star VI star plus QI should be equal to PL, that is 1 plus J0. So here it is 1 angle delta is 1 and this will be 1 minus delta because it is star, so minus delta minus 1, and if you take star of this one, so it will be minus J into 0.2 plus QI is equal to 1. So it will be 1 cos delta minus 1 sin delta I minus 1, and then multiplied by this one. You can take 0.2, that is 5. J, if it goes upside then it is minus, so minus minus will get plus QI is equal to 0. So real part we have already done, so real part no need to see. Real part if you put this 11.56 then automatically you will see that that is 1 matching. So take imaginary part. So what will be imaginary part here? It will be cos delta minus 1 multiplied by 5. This into this will give you I, plus qi should be equal to 1. So that is your qi, 0, because this side imaginary part is 0. So your qi should be equal to minus 5 into cos delta minus 1. So if you do this one, I think you will get 10.1. You will get 0.101, but that is in per unit. You have to multiply by 100. So 10.1 MVA. That is your option B. Now if you come to 52, in an industry substation with 4 megawatt load, a capacitor of 2 MVAR is installed to maintain power factor at 0.97. If the capacitor goes out of service, then the power factor. So you can consider it per phase, or you can without per phase also it will go. Suppose this is 4/3 per phase I am considering. You can consider without per phase also. Ultimately, because ratio it will be same. Okay, for our practice, let us make it per phase basis. So this is per phase basis, and the angle that is given is cos inverse 0.97. So how much MVAR it was taking? So you have to see this. Now suppose your capacitor has gone out, so an additional 2 MVAR load will come now, because it was initially supplied by capacitor. Now as the capacitor, so this also divided by 3, so it will come down to this. So this one will be the new power factor, so that is required. So let me calculate this one using trigonometry. This one will be equal to 4/3 tan of that angle, cos inverse 0.97. So if you do this one, you will get, so because now capacitor is gone, now total this AQ demand will come. So the new power factor, that is your phi, will be equal to tan inverse 0.64576 plus 2/3 this load will come now, because capacitor was supplying, now it is not supplying, divided by 4/3. So that's why 3 will get cancelled from everywhere. Power factor will be cos phi, would be 0.33416. So this is 0.33416, this will be 36.89, and then this will be 0.799, which is equal to 0.8 lagging. So that is your option C. While writing power factor, you should always mention leading or lag. A 400 volt 50 Hz 3-phase balanced source supplies power to a star connected load. Rating is this much, 12√3 kVA, this much lag. The rating in kVAR, only rating they are asking, of the delta connected capacitive reactance power bank necessary to bring the power factor to unity. It is only star connected load they are asking. Okay, and delta connected they are not asking capacitor, only kVAR. So let me think how much kVAR it is drawing. So if you go for per phase, 12√3 divided by 3, that is your kVA. Okay, so that is not this one. So kVA is this one, 12√3 divided by 3, and this angle is cos inverse 0.8. So this one will be obviously something of cos, and this will be something of sine of that angle. Okay, so this much. Now if you want to go to unity power factor, your capacitor should supply this much reactive power, so that it should not be taken from the source. So the source power factor will remain 1, because the additional this Q requirement will be supplied by the capacitor itself. So this will go out, only this much will be drawn from the source, so the power factor will be 1. Now let me calculate what is this one. So this one will be equal to 4.1569 kVA. Now this is per phase. So if you want to go for 3 phase, so for total kVA required will be 3 into 4.1569. Now it is not required to calculate it connecting delta star or whatever, because they are asking you only kVA. So total kVA remains same. So if you multiply by 3, you will get your answer. So it is 12.47. The figure below shows the 3-phase self-commutative voltage source converter connected to a power system. The converter DC bus capacitor is marked as C in the figure. The circuit is initially operating in steady state with delta 0, and the capacitor DC voltage was equal to some voltage VDC0. You may neglect all the losses and harmonics. What action should we take to increase the capacitor DC voltage slowly to a new steady state value? So if you want to increase it, you need to throw power from this side. So you know, if the magnitudes are same, then whichever angle is higher, power flows from that direction. If its angle is higher, it will flow this direction. So obviously this should be lower than this 0. Lower than 0 means negative. So your delta should be negative, obviously. And now, so out of C and D options, and maintain it at negative value. If you are continuously maintaining it, then it will be continuously charging. So, but you just need to increase it, that's it. slowly to a steady value. You cannot continuously pump to a capacitor. Otherwise, when it is full charged, then nothing will, then it will not be, it will contradict, no power can flow. So that's why the delta will be negative and you return it to original value. So if you slowly make you negative, so some power will be thrown to this side. That power will automatically increase it to a new value, new steady state value, and then you bring it to back to its original position. Slow, because you need to attain a new steady state. Because if you keep it there, it will be continuously increasing. It will not attain that steady state value, because you want to fix it at some value. From 10 to 15 you want to go. At 15 you want to stop, so you have to return to original value. Otherwise it will be keep on increasing. So that is your option D, 54. A 230 volt phase 50 Hz, this system has a sequence ABC. Unity power factor connected 4 kW is connected between phase A and neutral. It is desired to achieve zero neutral current through the use of pure inductors and pure capacitors, other two phases, the value of the inductors and the capacitors. A at an angle of 0, 230 at an angle of 0. Suppose this is my VA. So my VB will be somewhere here at an angle of 120, and this will be VC. Both these magnitudes are same. 230 at an angle of minus 120, and this will be VC 230 at an angle of minus 120. So because you need to have the current is 0, IB, IC, IA 0, you can use the formula equations, but it will take some time. We can by phasor diagram also you can do, or if you do it, it will be actually 230 by, no, what is the load they have given? 4 kilowatt. So it will be 4 into 10 to the power 3, and it is unity power factor, so you divide by your 230 angle 0, because it is per phase also given. 230 is phase value and it is unity power factor, plus you don't know your IB and IC, that will be also 230 at an angle of minus 120 divided by something I don't know, that will be 230 at an angle of minus 240 divided by something I don't know, that is 0. I don't know means whether it will be XL or XC, I don't know. Now you have to think if it will be XL or XC. From phasor diagram itself you can answer, that's what I am saying. So total I should be 0. So here I is this IA. So IB IC, you obviously you can feel IB IC should be this side, sum of IB plus IC should be this side, so that it get cancelled this vectorically, because it should be 0. Now if you place a inductor here, let me think one by one. Suppose if I place a inductor here, my current will be lagging to this voltage, so here will be IB with an angle of 30 degree, because it will be lagging 90 degree. So 120 you go 90, it will be 210, that is 180, this angle will be 30. This will be your IB current if I place inductor. And if I place inductor here also, so the here current will be this. So this plus this will be this current, which will not be, if you add with A, because you need A, IA this side, so you need IB and IC should be somewhere in this side. So if you add this to it becomes 0. Summation of all three should be 0. But here you can say one phasor is IA is this, IB is coming like, IC is coming like, so this sum will never be 0. Because this will have two parts, this will have also two parts, so these two parts will never get cancelled. Imaginary part should be cancelled. So obviously both should not be L. Now suppose if I give C here, so this C means it will lead the current, so it will come somewhere here, again 30 degrees. So that will give me one answer. That means in B phase if I put L, in C phase if I put C. That can give me one answer, because in that case there is a possibility of becoming 0. Now you can think reverse one. Suppose if I give capacitor, so it will come this side. That means at an angle of 30. And now if I place their capacitor, here also capacitor, so these three are looking like this. This. Summation of these three will never be 0. So this, if I remove C and if I give L, so L if I give, it will come here. L means, no, if I give L then it is coming there, so this will never be possible. If I give C here, then it is here. Again this is not possible, this plus this plus. So only this combination is possible. So B should have L, C should have C. So B should have some L, where is B? Millihenry. So millihenry should be in B, millihenry should be in B, and C should be there. So now you can put these values directly on the option in the equation and check which one is giving 0. Or what you can do, you can put J omega L, and here it is minus J omega C. Now omega you know, or you keep it as it is, XL minus J by omega C, sorry, because you are writing XC. So now what you can do, this is real part, you take the imaginary part of these two. So imaginary part is, you solve this equation, you can find, or without solving also. Without solving, if you want to do, then you can see if I put it B, so it will be this angle, that is 30 degree, and this will be this one 30 degree. So you can use some vector calculations. So this angle 30, this angle 30, cos 30 should be equal to 1, because this is the real part, and imaginary part is sin 30, because we are getting this type of thing na. It is IA, this is IB, this is IC. So whatever IB you got, the magnitude, this angle is 31, you know these two are 30, that you have seen, it will be 30. So because this is 30, so if you take two parts of this one, this is horizontal vertical, this one is also horizontal vertical, so these two should get cancelled. So from here also see, you can see which option is cancelled, or you will find the equation between L and C. And if you add these two, cos 30, that should be equal to 1. That also you will find some two equations, and if you solve, you will get it. Best will be you put options. You have two options left, you put omega L here, this one, omega, and C here. Similarly, you put these two also. See which one is satisfying this equation. So you will, if you put it, you will see that option B is satisfied. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.